What's up, you guys? This is Vincanity, and as many of you might know, during the week, I'm a breaking teacher in 5 different schools around the Los Angeles area, meaning I go into classrooms every day from about 8 a.m. to about 2 to 3 p.m., and I teach kids about breaking and hip hop. And today we are actually in one of the classrooms I teach in. I actually have about a 30-minute break until my next class comes in, so I figured maybe I'll just film a video in this time. So this week, my kids are actually learning about kickouts. This is their 3rd class. They're still, at a beginner stage, but they're learning about kickouts, and they're learning about adding movement to it. And I actually gave them a homework assignment to practice the kickouts at home and practice it until they get comfortable with it. So I wanted to share that with you guys and actually put you guys on it because they're doing it and they're getting good at it. I want you guys to get good at it as well. Now, before we learn the drill, the purpose of a drill, as you guys may know, is to learn a motion or movement well, right? When you're learning how to write your ABCs, right? You write A, and you write it over and over and over. Maybe even you start off connecting the dots on a dotted line, and then you could write it on your own, and then you could, write it no problem. But if on day 1, you just wrote A, all the way through, what happens to your handwriting? It becomes a hot mess. It becomes sloppy, and at some points you can't even read it. So same thing with our dancing. If we're practicing and we're drilling our moves and we're going really sloppy, it becomes hard to read, hard to understand. It starts to not look so nice. So we want to practice drilling. We want to work on our form, we want to work on our technique, and eventually we start to find a rhythm to it. Eventually we can move faster. So today's drill is going to be kickouts. All right, you guys, so the first thing is, what is a kickout? Kickout is basically when you go from your starting footwork position, like this, your hand is aside, and you're gonna kick your legs out together, like so. You kick to your heels, you wanna keep your legs straight, you wanna keep them together, right, for this basic one, okay? Then you switch arms, you do the same thing to the other side. I have a number of tutorials that teach you guys this, so you guys can check that out if you wanna learn more detail. But we're gonna start off by just doing 10 slow back and forth. Now, after completing 10, you start to get the hang of it. You start to understand the motion and you start to gain the rhythm of it, right? It's not a super difficult move, but the point of drilling it is to make it look effortless. Like we're not like super struggling on each one, and it's almost like I told the kids later, like a little flea, bouncing around in the classroom. That's what our legs should be. They should just bounce around, okay? In order to do that, we have to make sure we land on our heels when we're out, and when we come back, we're gonna land on our toes. That's the biggest part that give you that spring-like effect, is your toes bouncing back and forth, heel to toe, okay? So the next thing we're gonna do is actually add movement. So to do that, we're gonna try to work our way across the floor, okay? We're gonna start off by going one at a time, right? And we're gonna move our hand forward each time. Let me show you guys. So I do my kick out, and then I'm gonna switch hands. And when I put my hand down, I'm not gonna put it in the same spot. I'm gonna move it forward so that kick, okay? And then I'm gonna move my hand forward again, kick, and again, kick, and again, kick, kick, kick. Coming back, kick, 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 kick. There's lots of variations of kickouts. You kick wide, kick over, you could do different things with your legs, but for this basic one, we're gonna work on 3 things, okay? We wanna keep our legs together, boom. We're gonna try to focus on kicking our legs out straight, right? So not, doing kind of a half one, but a full one, kicking out straight. We also wanna make sure we land on our heels and back to our toes. So it's boom, 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 boom. If we really focus on these, it's gonna really make sure that we stay nice and clean, especially when we go faster. It's gonna look better and better and better. So in class today, the kids were actually drilling this, going back and forth, back and forth. They probably did that about 100 times, but for homework, I told them to do this 200 times. So I personally would feel bad if I gave them this homework and I don't actually do it myself. So I'm actually gonna do this drill myself. We're gonna do it 200 times right now from beginning to end, okay? Let's try it out. right, you guys, so that is 200 kickouts. Again, this week it might be a little bit of a struggle. You might be going slow, and as you get better, you go a lot faster. Again, keeping your legs nice and clean. All right, I hope you guys enjoy this video, and again, get to practicing your footwork. All right, peace.